So here comes drop coverage again, and here it's going to draw a double team. So this player's going to get into the lane, draw a double because you're giving him the lane, and it's an open three. Okay, so right here, again, let's hedge. All right, let's get up. This player needs to close off this area so he can't split through. But again, as soon as this ball handler picks up his dribble, hesitates, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip who's hedging high, I can recover. In the meantime, we need backside help right here, but I'm going to be able to bump you back pretty quickly on a recovery. But instead, you're just giving up the lane, and it draws a double and a wide open three. Again, you're in drop coverage, and again, you're giving up a wide open jumper for absolutely no reason. So let's take a look. Hedge this screen. The second this ball handler hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than continue to attack off of this big's hip, which just pushes him further from the three-point line, I can recover. In the meantime, we need backside help right here, but again, I'm going to be able to bump you back pretty quickly, okay? But instead, you're running a ball screen defense that gives up wide open jump shots. All right, so you just got cross-matched in transition. You got a point guard taking Nikola Jokic right here, okay? Right over there. All right, stop. So if you're this guard, this separation can't happen. You got to get this is the player you got back to. Cross matches happen in transition all the time. This is fine. But as soon as Jokic crosses this three-point line, I am jamming him, battling him for real estate. I'm initiating first contact. I'm keeping him as far out as possible. But this player does absolutely nothing. Look at this. You're just letting Jokic go wherever he wants to on the floor, and by that point, it's game over. You're this defender, you cannot let Aaron Gordon spin back this way, okay, or bring his dribble back this way. You got to angle him and guide him into this gap defender, okay, right here. So we're stunting here, and we're getting this dribble picked up now. See, right now you're not showing your hands, and you're not guiding him into this defender. If you guide him in this defender, it's stunt, recover, dribble picked up. But instead, look what happens. You let Aaron Gordon keep his dribble alive by bringing it back, and it leads to two. Can't happen. You cannot let Nikola Jokic get behind you, okay? One of these three players, I don't know who, someone's got to call out, you got Jokic, and get underneath him. You can't let him get behind you. You got to be battling for real estate as he crosses the three-point line. But everybody just stands here, and Jokic gets behind them, and now it's just catch and a two-shot foul. In transition, you get cross-matched, okay? If you're Ricky Rubio, take this player. You just take the nearest body, and you communicate it. I got ball, okay? You got to take Aaron Gordon here. You got ball. This player's got somebody else, okay? Cross-matches happen in transition all the time. Well, look what Ricky Rubio does. He's going to try and pass him off to someone else, and it just results in an and one. I don't understand what this defense is. Are you icing this ball screen? You can't do that from the middle of the floor. So now Ricky Rubio's stuck guarding Nikola Jokic on a switch. That's fine, but Rubio's got to get up now. Jam for real estate now. Now. Jokic is earning every inch on this court, and Rubio has to initiate contact. But look what Ricky Rubio does. Look at how he's just going to let him get to, this is too low, especially when Ricky Rubio's covering him. So now he's just going to back him right down, and it's going to be a layup. This can't happen here, okay? So right now after this down screen, which, by the way, I should be staying attached and showing, okay, right after this down screen, you've got to start jamming Jokic for real estate. Now. Get him out of the lane. Where he catches the ball is hugely important. Okay? But you're not going to do anything. Look at this. You're letting Jokic just go right onto the block, catch the ball, and now it's Nikola Jokic. It's way too low, and it's going to result in an open jumper. Can't lean towards the screen. Come on. Make this player use this screen. And then our ball screen defense will execute. When you start leaning towards the screen like this, now it's an easy ball screen refusal, draw help, and a dunk. What happens when you don't communicate in transition? Stop. Where's Jared Allen going? Jared Allen should be sprinting, okay? So either he's coming over here and pushing this player here, or he's sprinting here, okay, and pushing this player here. When you just get back to random spots on the floor and there's no communication in transition, this happens. Look, wide open three. Right, where are you getting beat? Come on, stop. First of all, this player's got to get up here quickly, okay, into the gaps. So now this player's angling his man this way, and there's no place to go. I can stunt, easily recover. But instead, you get beat baseline where there's no gap help, and it's an easy two. Again, this isn't much of a screen, but it's enough of one. Look at this. This player gets right to the rim, draws help, dunk. Okay, so you've got to defend this screen. I mean, this is a screen. So up, hedge, push this guard up. The second this guard picks up his dribble, hesitates, brings his dribble back, and the sideline is very close, that's going to happen pretty quickly. By the way, where's this player going on his roll? The backside defender's right here. Okay? But I'm going to be able to bump you back anyways pretty quickly, okay, because I'm pushing this guard out this way close to the sideline. So now I recover, bump you back, and we're fine. But instead, you're going to give this guard, do nothing about this ball screen, and now it's a dunk. Are you getting beat? Come on, stop. If you're this player here, you got to say send him right so this player can get up and angle him this way. There's no place to go. I have 2 gap defenders here. But you let him go this way, I have nobody in the gaps, and now it's just going to be a drive right to the rim for a layup. More stupid drop coverage. You're just giving up a wide open jumper inside the free throw line. Okay, so let's take a look. All right. 1, this ball screen's set high enough that I can jam the screener and go under and be fine. 2, of course, we're hedging. We're pushing this guard out this way. All right, he's already close to half court, so the second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than continue to attack off this big who's hedging high hip, I can recover. In the meantime, backside help needs to step up here, but again, I'm going to be able to recover and bump you back pretty quickly. Instead, you're running a ball screen defense that gives up wide open jumpers. Can't switch over the top. Stop. Ball screen is being set. I'm underneath the screener. This player's up. Look what happens when you switch over the top. See? Now that happens. That draws help from all over the place, and it leads to a wide open catch and shoot 3. This player in the corner's got to do a way better job in the gaps right here, okay? Your back is not to the sideline. It's to the baseline. You open up. You can have your right foot on the block parallel to it. That's as far in as you can go, left foot out. So when this player comes this way, boom, I'm meeting a second defender. And now this player can just stunt without moving his feet inward. That's the whole key. Stunt, easy recovery. But instead, you're not in the gaps. This player's going to get blown by, and it's just right to the rim for 2. You got to communicate in transition. So if you're this player here, okay, first of all, you should not be jogging back. Look at this jogging. Stop. You always sprint back in transition no matter what, okay? So this player should be sprinting in transition. Stop. So he should be announcing, I've got this player here. So that look what can happen now, okay? Now Kevin Love can go here, all right? If this player, by the way, was sprinting back, he'd be really right here. But if you're taking this player here, then you have to tell Kevin Love to take the corner. But there's no communication because we got 2 people guarding 1, and it's going to lead to a wide open drive to the rim. Starting off of an offensive rebound, okay, is very similar to transition. You just got to get to a body, all right? Denver's got this ball right now, okay? So if I'm Jared Allen, this player's got to say, I got this ball. So Jared Allen's got to go up and take Jokic, his original man, okay? And start battling for real estate now, out here, now. Initiate contact. But look what Jared Allen's doing. Just standing in no man's land, and now look where Jokic is. He's got him sealed because you did nothing to battle for real estate, and now it's just going to be a quick throw to Jokic, who's catching this way too low, and a layup. Why is Ricky Rubio jogging, sprint in a straight line, not towards the ball? Okay, just get underneath the ball so we can have you as an extra number on defense. Look at this. What is Ricky? Look at this. He's walking. If he had been sprinting, he's here guarding the ball. This player can go here, all right, and we're good. But Ricky Rubio's walking, and then that lazy gamble, and it's going to lead to a 2-shot foul. Can't run drop coverage on a pick and pop. This is just going to be a practice 3, okay? You cannot do this, all right? So let's take a look right here. All right, first of all, this ball screen set awfully high. I could easily get up, jam this screener, and go under, okay? That's number 1. Number 2 is, of course, we can hedge. This is pretty close to the half-court line. Remember, the second this guard hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything then attack off this big who's hedging high's hip, I get to recover. And that's going to be pretty soon because the half-court line is right there. I need backside help here, but again, I'm going to be able to bounce you back pretty quickly. So you can jam the screener and go under. You can hedge. You absolutely cannot run drop coverage on a pick and pop because it's just this. You have to understand cross matches happen all the time in transition. Stop, okay? This player's got to take the ball, okay? First of all, there's 4.3 seconds on the game clock, okay? This player's in the gaps, right? This player's got to step up and take the ball. But this player, you just get to a body. But this player is going to leave. or he's going to end up fouling him instead of guarding him one-on-one, and it's a two-shot foul. Problem with drop coverage is Jared Allen's got to drop towards the ball, so now Nikola Jokic can get to wherever he wants to on the floor. Look at this. Look where Jokic is. He's inside the charge circle, so it's an easy putback. All right? So again, this is an empty side ball screen, the easiest ball screen to hedge. Okay? Because this backside defender can come here, and this Cavs player can occupy these Nuggets players 2 passes away. All right? In the meantime, all right, the second this ball handler hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than continue to attack off of this big who's hedging his hip, which just pushes him further away from the three-point line, okay, I can bump this backside defender back. Okay? But instead, you're running drop coverage. You're letting Jokic get to wherever he wants to on the floor, and it's an easy offensive rebound. Cannot go up the gut of a down screen. Stop. You've got to chase off this player's hip. This player has to get attached and show. When you go up the gut of a down screen, only bad things will happen, like right here, a wide open 3. Guard with your back to the baseline. As your man cuts through, my back is still to the baseline. Look what happens here. Throw the ball to Jokic. Now look. Now your back's to the sidelines. Now you're susceptible to getting beat back door, which you aren't if your back's to the baseline, and it's a layup. Cavs are in a 3-2 zone. This is miscommunication. This is just a disaster. So Jared Allen's taking the wing. Okay? Ricky Rubio is going to go from guarding the middle of the zone to going up here, and this player is going to go down. If you're Jared Allen, you can't leave. This player's got this part of the zone. This player's guarding the middle of the zone. This player's got the top of the zone, and this player's guarding the corner. Okay? Jared Allen cannot leave. He cannot leave, okay? But look what happens. He's going to leave, so now look. Now this player's wide open, obviously. Miscommunication in transition. You got to get to bodies, not random spots on the floor. So this player's got Jokic. It's a cross match. Happens all the time in transition. This player's going here. This player cannot go to Jokic. You've got to go to this defender right here. But look what happens. This player is going to, now we got 2 people guarding 1 because this player just didn't get to the nearest body, and it's an open catch and shoot 3. Ricky Rubio off this rebound. You got to just sprint back in a straight line. Sprint, 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 sprint. Okay, Ricky Rubio's 1 going to jog, which is a joke, but 2, he's going to go towards the ball. That means you're getting back in way less time. Just sprint in a straight line. Now, 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 now. Just get back, okay? But Ricky Rubio's going to jog and go towards the middle of the floor. If he's sprinting this whole way, look what can happen. Now look, now this player can step up a little bit here. Ricky Rubio can continue to get back here, and it becomes we got a 3-on-3 now, as opposed to a 3-on-1, or really is a 3-on-1, and it's just going to result in an easy layup. Can't switch over the top of a ball screen. Stop. First of all, Kevin Love's got to get up here. You got to be level, especially with Jokic. You got to be level. And then Jared Allen's got to get underneath. Okay? Right away. But look at Jared Allen. See how he's switching over the top? So now what? Obvious alley-oop. All right, if you're Ricky Rubio here, you got to be off to the races once this shot goes. Stop. Okay, so Nuggets players cherry picking. If I'm Ricky Rubio, you can kind of see him right here. He needs to be sprinting, 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 sprinting. If the Cavs come up with this offensive rebound, you can get back in the play. But you cannot allow this Nuggets player to cherry pick, because if Denver gets this rebound, it's 2 points. And look at Ricky Rubio just kind of jogging, doesn't get back, so this player cherry picks for a layup. Can't run drop coverage on a pick and pop. You're asking this big to drop to the ball, then recover all the way out to Jokic. Yeah, not happening. So now it's just an easy pump fake and go drive and an easy 2. So, all right, let's take a look at how you need to hedge this ball screen, okay? Push this guard out. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than continue to attack off of this big's hip, who's hedging high, which just pushes him further away from the play, okay, I can recover right here. In the meantime, yes, I need backside help, but I'm going to be able to bump you over pretty quickly, okay? But instead, you're running drop coverage and on a pick and pop, and it's just, that's never going to work. Horrible transition defense. You look at this player needs to, hold on. This player needs to sprint, 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 sprint back in a straight line. We just need you back. You go towards the middle of the floor, that takes you a longer time to get back. Look what happens here. See how this player, well, first of all, he's jogging, which is disgusting. And then he's going to the middle of the floor, okay? Right now, all right, this player here needs to take the ball. This player can go here, and you should have been sprinting this way to take this player. But you're out of the play, so now this player just gets it, and it's an easy putback for 2. Okay, this is a very risky gamble right here. Stop, okay? This Nuggets player probably has the ball, okay? This is a tough gamble. I would just be getting back. This Nuggets player is very close to the basketball, okay? But instead, you're going to gamble, and when you don't get it, now it's an easy 2. No need to be doubling here if you're Lowry Markkanen. There's no ball screen set. This player is doing fine guarding one-on-one. Stick to your man. Where's Lowry? Look at this. What is Lowry Markkanen doing? Standing in no man's land. So now this player is going to get it, rip, go, 2-shot foul. Can't miss this gap assignment here, okay? The ball's in the corner right now, okay? It's going to get swung to the corner, okay? Stop. Right now, I'm jetting over here, but I'm halfway between the ball and the three-point line. So when this player comes this way, I can stunt without moving my feet inward, easily recover. But you're going to, look at this, you're hugging the three-point line, so this player gets to the rim, draws help, layup. I don't know what Kevin Love's doing here at all, okay? This player's guarding fine right here. If you're Kevin Love, stay out. You're doubling nothing, okay? Stay out. But look at Kevin Love. He's helping the helper when there is no helper. So he's here, his man's here, so now he's never going to be able to get out to his man, and it's just going to be a drive right to the rim for a dunk. Okay, you cannot gamble. It's stunt and recover, okay? So right now, sprint to your guy, okay? The dribble's picked up. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Do not gamble. Look at this. Look at that gamble. That's not getting out to your guy as fast as possible. You gamble right here, so now this player is just going to be able to get it, and it's a wide open 3 because you're late to get out. Player's just in no man's land again. Stop. Why are you standing here, okay? Get out closer this way. You can still be in backside help, but you need to be way closer to your man right here, okay? Because especially because you're in drop coverage and these skip passes are so easy to make. But this player stands here, which is in the middle of nowhere, and now his man's going to be wide open for a catch-and-shoot 3. Okay, you cannot stop. Make this player come off the screen, okay? If this player slips the screen, you got to still be guarding him one-on-one. If you get screened, then you can start doing whatever you got to do with the screen. Okay, but look at this. This player is going to lean towards that screen. See him leaning there? So now it's an easy ball screen refusal right to the rim. And it's a easy 2. Why is this player jogging? Please sprint, 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 sprint in a straight line. Look at this. Watch this player jog right here. See the jogging, the jogging? If you were sprinting the whole time, you're here. Okay, now this player can go here and this player can guard the ball. But you jog, so it's a layup.